start the first inning.
Morgan trying to get out of this inning with only 3 runs across. The play to third baseman, bobbled by the first baseman, and they're going to call her safe. That brings home the run. So I believe the scorer's decision on that will be an error.
Yeah, I think that'll be an error as well. It was a clean field by the third baseman. Threw it to first, clean throw, and first baseman just bobbled it a little bit. Gave Rafe enough time to get to the first base. And then we brought another run in. Yeah, it should be 4-0. But I don't know if that's going to be a hit, but it should be an RBI, so she's going to add that total at least.
It'll be Lux coming up to the plate, the first baseman. She's a senior.
Yeah, that was a finishing margin error. So that'll be the first one of the night for the Aviators. And not a great time for that to come as they were about to get out of an inning, only down 3-0. Now it's 4-0, and you have another hitter with a chance to bring home someone else. Now that they're at second base. Stolen base by Rafe.
Rafe able to get by on the passed ball. Not sure if that'll be officially a stolen base. But another runner in scoring position. As it'll be Lux, the righty. Smacked through the middle, no one there. Waved around is Rafe, excuse me. And another RBI single for the Comets. They're halfway to that run rule mark.
Yeah, that error is already costing the Aviators. Brought home, it was 3-0. That error caused another run, 4-0. Gave Lux there a chance to bat as well with the runner in scoring position. Another run that just got batted in. So that's at least 2 runs that will cost the Aviators, and we'll see here with, I believe, is that Johansson up to bat?
Riley Johansson, she had 2 RBIs, the only 2 RBIs in that game earlier this week against Hamilton, making the difference for her team as they won 2-1. Another passed ball brings Lux to second.
Yeah, she's had a solid year as well. Batting .313, one of the better averages on the team as well. 18 RBIs, that's top 5 on the team. She's had an effective season, not starting every game, but when she does start and play, she makes most of it.
Second pitch to Johansson's going to be in there on the outside corner. 1-1 now. And it's funny, you look at a team like Mason, look at their stats. Their team batting average is .401. But it's funny, and you say, how is that team not number 1 in their conference? But a new state poll just came out putting Lakota West at number 1 in the state as this inning will end. On a pop-up by Johansson, not before. The Comets scratch 5 across. So we're early here at Mason, 5-0.
First inning, Mason 5, Sycamore 0.
On air or online, this is media for your community. This is ICRC TV.
The year was 1907. The Cubs won the World Series and the Ford Model R hit the assembly line. While here in Ohio, school administrators came together to form the Ohio High School Athletic Association. One thing that hasn't changed since 1907 is the dedication of the OHSAA to education-based athletics in Ohio. School sports teach responsibility, sportsmanship, and life lessons that stay with students long after their playing days are over. The OHSAA seeks to prepare students not for the next level of sport, but for the next level of life.
Hello everyone and welcome to ICRC TV Sports. Three-pointer. Got it! In for the Comets score. Win! Comets win! Yeah!
Back to Mason High School. Comets with a 5-0 lead only after 1. As Sycamore will get started here in the second frame. It's going to be Ella Hall, the freshman, up. She'll see what she can do against Zemberry. Zemberry's definitely got her work done this week. This is her 4th game started. As Hall swings on for strike 2.
He has a very great first inning. 3 up, 3 down, 2 strikeouts. She had to sit a while, but I don't think she's complaining about that because her team just gave her a 5-0 lead in the first inning.
Hull will foul another one right back. Keep the count at 0-2. The 0-2 swung on and missed by Hall. Another K for Zemberi.
Yeah, she's dealing tonight. Another 3-pitch strikeout. Very effective so far.
That's going to be her third strikeout of the game. Only faced 4 batters, and it's Thomas stepping up to the plate for the Aves.
Yeah, Thomas is one of the better hitters for this team. She's batting .350, so they're going to be looking for hitters like her to maybe spark this Aviators roster, this team, get someone on base, potentially get a base runner who can score if they want to kind of jumpstart their chances in this game.
Swings on, misses high for strike 2. And you look at the difference in the team batting average from Mason and Sycamore, over 100 points difference. 291 for the Aviators, 401 for the Comets. And how about her 4th K from Zemberi? Working very efficiently here in the second inning.
Yeah, another 3-pitch strikeout. She's in full command right now. Every pitch is a strike. Every single pitch is exactly where she wants it to be located, and that's 2 quick strikeouts for her, already 4 in the night.
Strike 1 working quickly to Andrews.
Andrews is another player for Sycamore who's got a good batting average, 364, but right now the way Zemberi's pitching, I don't really know if there's really a chance for any of these Sycamore hitters.
Andrews not able to catch up to the first 2 pitches, 0-2 once again. Zemberi hasn't thrown a ball yet this inning, and she'll foul one off, staying alive.
He has Zemberi 1 pitch away there from the very effective 9-pitch inning, 3 strikeout inning, which he would have done, but still got it over the strike zone. Good job by Andrews to foul that off.
There's the first ball thrown of the inning, makes the count 1-2. Andrews standing in, one of the first couple lefties that Zemberi's seen so far in this Aviator lineup. The 1-2. Check swing, they're going to say she didn't go, and that one's a little off the outside corner, evens the count at 2.
Good job by Andrews to battle back here, get the count from 0-2 to 2-2, giving her a chance.
2-2 now, swung on and missed. Strikes out the side is Zemberi, and Mason gets out of the inning. 5-0, lead still holds.
Senior, Cindy Carter, Sam Pennington, Lindsey Brewer.
And a big theme tonight, it's senior night. It's nice to see how much contribution these Comet seniors have had, whether it's Carter, whether it's Honacki. Lux has got in there a bit. Riley Johansson, we talked about her 2 RBI game, making the difference. Earlier this week, Emily Rafe was 7 for 7 coming into this game, but only 5 seniors, and their future is very bright.
Yeah, I mean, some of their best hitters are going to be back next year. Val Allen not even playing tonight. She's one of their best hitters, leads the team in home runs, also batting .328. Lindsey Brewer, only a junior. Lillian Ehlers, another player not playing tonight. Sophomore. Sam Pennington, Ellie Offner, 2 regulars who are extremely efficient, all going to be back next year. So, certainly the Comets are going to miss players like Sydney Carter, who are batting .608. That's just tough to replace. But when you got so many young people, so many young players who can just fill that void and step up next year, this Comets team is looking really good for this year's postseason run, but also next year's.
Carter will step in. The Comets batted all the way around in the first inning, makes it easier for us. Carter to lead off again. First pitch to her, bounces low.
Yeah, she got on in the first inning with a walk, couple stolen bases, and then came in on, I don't remember, Brewer, I think, brought her in, but another run scored for her. So she does that same thing again. I'm sure she'll be happy. A couple more stolen bases, another run scored.
She looks at another one outside. Quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Morgan not able to find the strike zone, struggles early, Carter hasn't seen a lot of strikes early in this game, that's for sure.
No, she has not. Walked that first time around in a 3-1 count. Ended up being 4 balls, and it looked like she was, strike there. So we got the 3-1 count again. She'll definitely be looking to swing. She wants to be aggressive. That's the type of mindset she has, is I don't want to take walks, I want to get hits. So she's going to be looking to get on base with a hit here.
Carter looking at it again. The 3-1 pitch outside, her second walk of the day. And only 2 innings. And now we'll see what Pennington can do.
Yeah, she definitely, like you said, she wants to get hits, but at the same time, they're just going to give her walks, she'll take them.
So Pennington, the sophomore, a big part of Mason's bright future. Looks around at bunt. Carter, they're going to say she went early, so that'll be the first out for the Comets.
Yeah, she's looking to get a jump start there to get another steal. Would have been number 26 on the year, but she went a little bit too early, gets called out, so now I guess it's 1 out in the inning for the Aviators. That helps them out.
Always when you can get an out that you didn't even cause. Miscue from Morgan. That one goes a little bit high. She held on to that one a little too long, and that'll be the first ball to Pennington. Pennington has an approach a lot like Carter. She's a slapper.
Yeah, she's looking to get a bunt there, get on base. But at the same time, I don't think that she necessarily needs to here. I think she can definitely swing and get on base.
A bunt there from Pennington, and no one at first as the first baseman came up. Second baseman didn't respond fast enough. So a bunt single from Pennington. Bunt singles are things we see a lot from the Comets.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works. I just said she doesn't necessarily need to, but if it works, if it's there, I mean, take it. Might as well.
So up comes the junior catcher, Lindsey Brewer. Smashed a single to right field her first time up.
Yeah, she brought home 2 runs in that first inning, so she's going to be looking to bring home Sam Pennington for the second time this game so far.
She stands on with 1 on, 1 out, and another stolen base as there's another passed ball.
Yeah, Pennington with an aggressive slide there. Not even a throw down though, so wasn't absolutely necessary, but that was great hustle by her. Gets another stolen base, number 12 on the year for her.
Yeah, Carter and Pennington are able to have the same approach because they both rely on their speed. Because there's another ball.
Looking like the rain's starting to come down a little bit here.
Oh yeah.
Wondering how much longer that we're going to be seeing Morgan pitching this before they maybe take a rain delay.
They're going to play on until there's either lightning, thunder, or field conditions get too wet. As there's the first strike to Brewer. Counts 2-1 to her. She's a little less like Pennington, Carter. She doesn't bunt a lot. She's got a lot of power. Likes to hit it to all parts of the field. As she's going to be offered a hitter's count, 3-1.
Yeah, she's more of a power hitter for this Comets team. Leads the team in RBIs with 32 of them. And when you got players like Pennington and Carter batting right before her in the order, I mean, she's a perfect number 3 hitter. Those 2 girls get on base, get stolen bases, get in the position to score, and then she's able to bring them home.
And the ball hit Brewer, and the Aviators are lucky that it hit her, because if it would have been just a ball, then Pennington would have been able to take third, as there's going to be another pinch runner, courtesy runner.
Yeah, Brewer's limping there. Maybe that, not sure where that quite hit her, but looks like they got her in just the right spot. She's definitely feeling it right now.
That might be Avery Flynn taking over the courtesy runner spot for Brewer. As Morgan's going to take some time to dry off her hands and gloves.
Yeah, it looks like even though we got the rain going on, we're still going to play through, and Comets are in a great spot. 2 runners on, only 1 out.
Swung on right down the shortstop from Honacki. Coming home is Pennington, and a stand-up RBI double from Maggie Honacki.
For the Mason Comets.
Yeah,
Emily
Pennington with
Offner.
already her 2nd run scored of the game. Honacki, a nice looking double to left field right there. Great base running by both of the Comets runners as well. To see the left fielder throw the ball home. Realized jumped on the opportunity to not only be at 1st and 2nd, but now be at 2nd and 3rd. Great scoring position for Ellie Hoffner.
We'll see what Offner can do with 2 on and 1 out. First pitch to her is low for a ball. Way beyond the catcher. And I'm not sure why. But it looks like Blynn's actually going to hold up at 3rd. Looks like she could have easily scored.
Yeah, that was a ball that was a little bit behind Offner. Low, bounced. Definitely got away from the Sycamore catcher. Chance for the Comets runners to advance there, but they decided to hold up. Offner have another chance to bring them in.
The 3rd straight ball to Offner. She's quickly ahead in the count 3-0.
Yeah, Morgan's kind of had an up and down night as far as counts. She's had multiple 3-0, 3-0, 3-1 counts where she's a little bit behind the hitter, but then she's also had a couple where she gets ahead 0-2, 1-2, and that's kind of when she's able to get her outs.
So it looks like Offner took a walk. As another wild pitch, this time Blinn will make the decision to come home and score. Makes the score 7-0 on another wild pitch.
Yeah, same type of thing. Another wild pitch to the back of the backstop, and this time the Comets runners did advance, score another run, push the score up to 7-0.
They're going to have another meeting in the circle. Audrey Renaud stands in now. She had a single her first time up. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. Comets have already pushed 2 runs across just this inning after a big 5-run inning the 1st.
Yeah, Renaud's another one of those players that's going to have a bright future for this Comets team.
Smacks that one deep, left field. Back at the wall, it's gone! 3-run home run from Audrey Renaud, the freshman. And that pushes the lead to double digits for the Comets.
Yeah, Renaud, that's her first ever career home run for the freshman. So not only is that a big run, now it gets it up to 10-0, so we're in potential for the run rule, but I mean that's a milestone in her career, first ever home run, so congrats to her.
Mason Comets, the senior.
The
Emily
freshman
Ray.
taking over some of the spotlight on senior night. It'll be Rafe stepping in here.
It's nice to see the weather start to hold up a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to get through this senior night game.
First pitch to Rafe off the plate, ball 1.
Yeah, that was a really good looking swing there by Renaud. Really stepped into it confidently. As soon as she swung, seemed like she kind of knew that one was gone over the left field fence.
There's going to be a hold up. Mound visit from the Aviators coach.
Yeah, it seems like the Aviators just having a tough time trying to get outs right now. But I mean, when you're facing a lineup as potent as Mason, I mean, in this Greater Miami Conference, there's not many lineups quite like this team, let alone in the state. So I mean, For a pitcher like Morgan, you're not facing talent like this every time you're on the mound, so it's hard to adjust a little bit.
Early swing from Rafe. Evens the count at 1. That home run clears the bases now. No one on for Rafe. She does have 1 out.
Comets have been very effective. You know, they get runners in scoring position, only have 7 hits on the night, but 10 runs. Shows how effective they've been. Anytime they have a chance to bring some runners home, they've done it really well.
That one inside and low from Morgan. You know, it seems like one of her biggest issues today has just been getting the ball over the plate. We've seen a couple bounce in the dirt. That's what's led to those wild pitches and fast balls. And the 2-1's going to bounce up and actually hit Rafe. So Rafe hasn't got a hit today, but she's been on base twice in only 2 innings.
Yeah, she almost was kind of not really ready for that. That ball was low and outside. She was almost trying to get out of the way, and it just bounced right into her. She just kind of laughed it off. I think she wanted to try to have an at-bat there, but she'll definitely take the base. And now she'll have a chance to score her second run of the game.
Lux will come to the plate for the Comets. Walked her first time up. Looks to bunt, but they're going to call a time. And they're going to say Rafe left early, so that'll be the second out of the inning. Each of those coming on a miscue on the base paths. First Carter, now Rafe.
Yeah, maybe not the ideal out for the Aviators, but they'll definitely take it any way they can get out of this inning, the way the Comets have been swinging the bat early on.
One out coming to Lux. And another one inside.
Yeah, Morgan's just struggled with her command a little bit. She's had quite a few walks, quite a few hit batters. She's got to try to find her rhythm again, try to find the strike zone, get out of this inning as quickly as possible.
She's ahead in the count now. They're going to say that one just clipped the strike zone, makes it 2-1. Score currently 10-0 after the home run from Renaud. Comets have been able to get it done really every way. They've scored on some air, scored on some singles, some doubles, and then you got that home run from Renaud.
Some pass balls as well. I mean, Comets are doing everything you need to do in a game like this. Definitely the heavy favorites against this Sycamore team, but not taking them lightly. They're coming out early, 5 runs in the first inning, 5 runs in the second, doing what they need to do to put themselves in position for a big win.
Lux has got a hitter's count 3-1 and another one low and inside. So another base runner for the Comets.
That's her second time walking. Once again, boosting that on-base percentage.
Johansson will come up for the Comets. The hero in the game earlier against Hamilton.
Yeah, a game that wasn't quite expected to be as close as it was. They run-rolled Hamilton earlier in the year. Ended up winning that game 2-1, but a win's a win.
And they're going to leave early again to end the second inning, but not before the Comets take a double-digit 10-0 lead. They'll carry that one on into the third as Zemberi will come back out to do her work. So we've had a blowout so far here at Mason.
Hi, I'm Beanie Wells. Whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing that student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. The Ohio High School Athletic Association Respect the Game campaign reminds us that school sports are so much more than wins and losses. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to make school sports a fun, positive, and rewarding experience that student athletes will remember for a lifetime. Every game, every time, Let's all respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to Mason High School. What looked like a sunny day to start is now a little bit rainy. But the Comets have a 10-0 lead. All sunny skies for them. Heading into the third, Zemberry coming out to do her work.
Yeah, Zemberry's been completely in her bag so far today. 5 strikeouts in the first 6 batters for the Aviators. And I mean, she's been very effective. Just every single pitch, it feels like strike after strike.
The senior for the Aviators, Copeland's going to step into bat. Immediately seeing a 1-1 count. Swings on for strike 2.
You know, Zemberry and Thering, the 2 pitchers for the Comets, both sophomores. You know, once again, speaking to that theme of youth for this team, they're going to be really good, like you said, not only this year, but in the future as well. They got so much talent up and down the entire roster that's young.
Fouled off behind the plate from Copeland. The 1-2 swung on and missed. 5 straight strikeouts from Zemberry. And the Aviator hitters just aren't able to catch up to her fastball. You know, her off speed can only do so much.
Yeah, she's one of the best pitchers in the entire conference, so they don't face many pitchers as dominant as her. I mean, strikeouts, top 3 in the league, ERA up there, top 5, top 10. In top 5 in wins. She's just all around a really good pitcher that they don't get to see much talent like that. So now that they are seeing it, they just can't quite adapt to the speed of her pitches.
Mara Thomas, the sophomore, will step in for the Aves. She's got 1 out with no one on. Squares around to bunt, not able to make contact, strike 1. Strike 2. She looks at that one right inside. The 0-2's a little high to Copeland. Excuse me, that's Thomas.
Yeah, 1-2 count once again in her favor early.
2 strikes on her. Another strikeout from Zemberry. She's been perfect with her fastball.
That fastball's it's just too effective. 7 strikeouts for her early. I mean, she's just out there in full control, completely dominating this game offensively for the Comets. I mean, they're doing what they have to do offensively, but then when you got a pitcher who's every single time a batter's up, she's striking them out. I mean, you don't even have to hit much.
Josie Zink will stand in. She's another sophomore from the Aviators. Sycamore's got a little bit of a bright future. You know, they don't have the best record so far this year, as Zink will look at a 1-1 count.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this roster, I mean, it's all just sophomores and freshmen that are getting so much playing time. They have a couple seniors who play some, but I mean, the majority of this roster is freshmen and sophomores, so, you know, it's not a huge surprise that they're struggling this year just because they're so young. You got to believe in a couple years, Sycamore, this team will be one of the better teams in the entire league.
Swinging strike, another K from Zemberry. As it's just easy for her rolling through 3. And the Comets able to pick up a 10-0 lead. Zemberry getting it done on the mound.
Already up to 8 strikeouts.
Riley Johansson, the senior Riley Johansson, the senior Cindy Carter, Sam Pennington.
Question: when you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer: men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Mason High School. Comets with a 10-0 lead heading to the bottom of the third. As Barry's been the star of the show for the Comets. Their bats are awake today.
Just an all-around dominant performance by this Comets team. I mean, like we said, yes, it is senior night, but I mean, Renab, the 3-run homer, she's only a freshman. Brewer, only a junior. She had that big 2 RBI double in the first inning, and Zemberi, only the sophomore. She's got 8 strikeouts, only facing 9 batters so far. Sycamore just up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, she's had 6 straight strikeouts, I believe, in the last 2 innings. She's just completely in full domination mode.
Johansson leads off the bottom half of the frame for the Comets. It'll be Johansson, one of the seniors being recognized on senior night. He's going to see a 1-0 count, up and hit her in the shoulder. And Comets with another leadoff base runner. That'll be someone on for the senior, Sydney Carter, who's not going to see a lot of people on base in front of her as the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, new pitcher in for Sycamore, but same result. Another batter that got hit. Johansson just stood in there, took it like a champ. She'll take first base with no outs, and she'll be looking to get her fair share of runs scored as well for this Comets team.
It'll be Leah Jaffe on the mound for the Comets. First pitch to Cardner's high, and Johansson left early.
That's 4 straight outs now for Sycamore that have all been from runners leaving early from the Comets. I mean, that's 7 outs in the game Sycamore has, and 4 of them haven't even really been by them. It's more been just by the runners leaving too early.
2-out count early to Carter. Squares around a bunt, slow roller to the catcher. Not going to have enough time to pick it up and throw her out.
That's just a perfectly placed bunt right there. In play, but only a few feet away from the plate, so it's really just in that no man's land between the pitcher, catcher, and third baseman. None of them have a chance at all with Carter's speed. She's getting on base every time that she lays a bunt like that.
And Carter left early, so that's going to be the 5th out for the Comets. Excuse me, the 6th out for the Comets. They had 1 in the first. That was that fashion.
Yeah, Carter, that's the 2nd time she's done that. I guess a little too eager to get her stolen bases up.
This time, it's the sophomore Pennington. Still up after Carter leaves early. 2 outs now. She's got no one on. She squares around her bunt. They're going to call it foul. Didn't get far enough out of the diamond.
I think they called her out there, actually. I think she left the box too early.
So 3 straight miscues from the Comets. They got a couple runners on base, but quickly coming out, they still hold that 10-0 lead. So Comets playing perfectly through 3 here. They lead 10-0 on senior night.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Three, two, one.
Welcome back to Mason High School, 10-0 lead. Alex Zamberi is putting on a spectacle on the circle.
Yeah, she got the no-hitter going. 9 batters faced. She's been really efficient.
She'll look at the top of the lineup once again from Sycamore. The leadoff hitter Stevenson, the third baseman today.
You know, Zamberi, she's really helping her ERA today so far. She's been really effective. Just continuing to get it down, continuing to show why she's one of the best pitchers around the city.
First pitch to her, swings on, a high pitch from Zamberi. Stevenson looked like she liked it. Swing on again. Lux coming over to cover is Johansson. And the Comets are able to pick up the first out of the fourth.
Yeah, first time since the first inning that the Sycamores made contact in play. But, I mean, Comets are there, jumped all over that bunt to get the out. Once again, another quick out for Zamberi.
Good heads-up play by Johansson to go cover first base, something Sycamore wasn't able to get done earlier in the game. Swung on, strike one.
Just too much heat there on that pitch. Sycamore hitters just too far behind, not even a chance.
Morgan stands in as she swung on the first pitch, 0-1, fouls another one off, quickly down in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, this is something that Zamberi is really good at. She's able to come out quick, and she gets ahead in the count early. Sycamore hitters, not just Sycamore hitters, but all hitters, they just fall behind in the count to her.
Popped up, out of play.
You know,
that stays 0-2.
That's something that this Comets team, it's a goal of theirs, is 2/3 of every single at-bat, or all at-bats, their goal was to get ahead in the count on the first pitch. So just that's something that Zamberi's been really effective at, getting that first pitch strike ahead in the count early.
First ball delivered, that's high from Zamberi. As Morgan looks to make up for some of the damage Comets did on her offensively, looks to do that for her offense, but she swings on and misses another strikeout from Zamberi. That's number 8 on the day. Excuse me, number 9.
Yeah, just too much heat there for Morgan. I mean, that's exactly what Morgan's been trying to do on the mound, and you know, maybe Zamberi will be able to get out of this inning once again really quick. Another 12 up, 12 down.
Evans stands in, the lefty. She's in a 3 spot today. Clips the strike zone from Zamberi. Her placement today has been spectacular, whether it be in the outside corner, high or low. 0-2 to Evans, and that's knocked. The first hit and the first base runner of the day for the Aviators comes on a single from Ariana Evans.
Yeah, Evans is one of their best hitters. She's batting .342 on the year, .405 on base percentage. I mean, if there's a player on this team that's going to get a hit, there's a good chance it's going to be her. You know, only a junior, so she'll be back next year. She's part of that bright future for the Aviators. But, I mean, despite giving up a hit there, Zamberi, she's still been pitching really well. That doesn't change anything. So, I guess she's just looking to get out of the inning now, maybe just one more hit to her name.
Hall knocks the first one back into the net, strike one. Right down the middle, trying to steal is Evans. The throw from Brewer, safe, but she comes off the base. Carter able to tag her out when she comes back.
Great heads-up play there by Carter. She saw her go off the base. First she was safe, stayed with it. She went off the base, tagged her out. Great way to end the inning.
So after Sycamore is able to pick up their first hit of the contest, immediately caught stealing. as Evans comes off the base, and Jaffe will come on to pitch for the Aviators. And with that 10-run run rule effective after 5 innings, this could be the last time we see the Comets up to bat.
Yeah, Comets are executing it perfectly. Got up 10-0 in the first 2 innings, and now they're just, trying to play it safe, hold on to that lead, just get through the 4.5, 5 innings that they need to get to that run rule, just doing what they have to do to get another effective win.
Leading off the inning for the Comets is going to be Brewer. She was up on the back end of the 3rd when Pennington left early. First pitch she sees of the innings low for a ball. The 0-1, exact same spot to her, quickly ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah, Comets hitter's done a really good job today, staying patient, understanding that sometimes these pitchers for Sycamore, they can't find the strike zone right away, so just being patient, waiting for a good chance to get a hit, and then, taking advantage of it when they do finally have a chance. Or just taking the walk if that's there as well, whatever they need to do to get on base.
Jaffe's starting to look like she has the same problem as Morgan did as she sees strike 1 to Brewer. Is not being able to get the ball over the plate.
Yeah, once again, she fell behind 3-0, now 3-1, but still behind the count. She had that same thing happen in the 3rd inning as well. Some base runners got on, but then they left early. Still, another walk here, so she's still struggling to find that control that she's been looking for.
Honacki, the left fielder, steps in. She's had a colorful career as a Comet. One of the seniors on senior night. First pitch to her way high, and Brewer left early. That's going to be the first out for the Comets.
Yeah, it's just becoming a theme a little bit. It feels like another out, or another base runner on for the Comets, and another one that left early. Just kind of gifting Sycamore some of these outs.
Second pitch way inside from Jaffe goes behind Brewer. And it'll be 2-0 on her. Excuse me, on Honacki. As that one bounces not even halfway to the plate. In a game that's 10-0, there's no one on. It's the 4th. You giving Honacki the green light to swing on 3-0?
No, I don't think you do, and I think you just saw why. The Sycamore pitchers they're not getting the ball over the plate for a strike. So, if you have a chance to walk, take it.
So Honacki takes. They're going to call her back. Not sure what the call was.
At least they called her for a strike there. Not sure if it looked like she swung, but I guess apparently she did.
And there'll be that walk. Honacki takes first officially now.
Yeah, if I'm a Comets hitter, I definitely want to try to get a hit, but at the same time, with these pitchers struggling to find the strike zone, I'm just sitting in there almost daring the pitcher to throw me a strike, and then once they do, I'm looking to swing, but until then, I'm just going to take a walk.
So Offner left early. 2 outs now for the Comets. First official pitch to Offner's high for a ball. Ball number 2 to Offner. 2-0. Almost finds the strike zone, but a little inside. We'll see what Offner does on 3-0, and that one I think clips her. She'll head to first.
Another walk for her. Should now be on first. You know, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say that she gets called for leaving too early here at first base.
I'd say the odds are in that favor. We'll see what happens with Renata up. This could be the last at bat of the game for the Comets. And yep, there it is. Matthew Smith making some money on some bets. Offner leaving early. Smart call by Smith. But Comets holding a 10-0 lead through 4. 3 outs away from the run rule.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ICRC TV Sports. Three-pointer. Got it! In for the Comets score. Comets win! Yeah!
Welcome back to Mason High School. Comets 10-0 lead. All clear skies for them. The first pitch to Hull. It's going to be a foul ball. She'll see a fresh count. She was up, but her teammate was caught stealing at the end of the 4th.
You know, Zemberi, she's been really effective, looking to get that complete game, trying to face, you know, knock on wood, the bare minimum amount of hitters that she has to. Only faced 12 through 4 innings so far.
Pop up right to Johansson. That'll be the first out. 2 outs away from the Comets are to the run rule. As in steps the sophomore Thomas. First pitch fouled off behind the bleachers.
Yeah, that was one of the few times that an Aviator hitter was able to actually cut up to a Zemberi heater. But, I mean, still, even catching up to it isn't actually catching up to it, just getting enough of it to foul it up.
Another one put in about the exact same spot from Thomas. Quickly down 0-2. The 0-2 swung on and missed from Thomas. And the Aviators now down to their last out.
Too much heat from Zemberi there. Another strikeout. I believe she might be up to double digits now.
I believe it's going to be 10 or 11 from her. As the last chance for the Aviators here is going to be in the hands of Carly Andrews. Swings on at the first pitch, 0-1. Lays down a bunt, that'll go foul. And the Comets now 1 strike away from ending this game in a forfeit. Excuse me, a run rule. The 0-2. That one bounced through the gap of the shortstop at third baseman and a base hit from Andrews.
Down to the last strike there. Good. I mean, props to Andrews for still fighting, still trying to get the on base, get hits, give her team any chance she can, despite being down 10-0, 2 outs here in the 5th. I mean, way to play to the end.
Simone Copeland's going to step up for the A's. She'll have the pressure being the last out now. First pitch in there for strike 1.
Zemberi in the same spot she just was. The only difference, runner on first base, but you know, still looking to get the complete game here, get the run rule, 10-0 win for the team.
Swings on and misses, strike 2. And the Aviators in another situation down to their last strike. The The 0-2. This one fouled off behind the dugout. One strike away. This one right to Johansson. Johansson able to keep it off the floor, and Comets win by run rule, 10-0 after 5. And Comets able to pick up a W on senior night. Great performance, only 2 hits given up by Zemberi. And a flawless offensive performance. A lot of those outs due to base running errors. But from here, final score, 10-0. Thanks everyone for joining in.